Have you ever looked back at your life and thought, wow, what a wild ride? Well, sit back, because I'm about to share a chapter from my own roller coaster of growing up. It's a story filled with ups and downs and everything in between, honestly. Well, let's rewind to my early teens. Picture me, braces, a love for terrible fashion choices, and an awkwardness that could fill an entire room. I was that kid who always had their foot in their mouth, saying the wrong thing at the worst possible times, but amidst all of this, I was trying to figure out who I was, because essentially, I didn't feel comfortable with my own self. Now fast forward to high school, suddenly everything changed because I grew taller, the braces came off, and I discovered my passion for music. This was more than a physical transformation, but it was more like finding a key part of my identity. I went from being the awkward kid to someone with a bit more confidence and some sort of direction. But what's that one thing in everybody's high school years that could potentially lead to a change in character? Then came my first crush. And oh boy, was it a classic tale of teenage drama. There were butterflies, stolen glances, and eventually the courage to express my feelings, but spoiler alert, it ended up in my first heartbreak. It felt like the end of the world then, but it taught me resilience and the value of moving on. I mean, in the moment, I felt like shit, didn't want to wake up, didn't want to go to school, and really I was just some sort of depressed. However, as things moved on and in general life moves on and you really have to adapt to it, I realized that, okay, I mean, it's painful that this girl will never be my girl, but maybe if I work on myself, and maybe if I develop myself, somewhere down the road, I can make her mine. Well, high school wasn't just about social dramas, but it was also about craving independence. I remember arguing with my parents about curfews, longing for freedom and making plans for the future. It was a tug of war between wanting to grow up fast and not quite being ready to let go of childhood. As I went through these years with friendships, academic pressure and self-discovery, I learned some invaluable lessons. Because I learned that it's okay to be different, that failure is just a stepping stone to success, and most importantly, that growing up doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual, beautiful process. Nobody should ever tell you what to do, even your parents. I mean, they mean the best for you. However, you also have to trust the process. Now looking back, I see how each awkward step, each stumble, each failure was really essential for my character. They were the building blocks of the person who I am today. So to all of you fellas out there, embrace the chaos, the confusion and the excitement of growing up. I mean, it's your unique story and trust me, it will get better. In the end, nothing really matters, so go out and try some funny things. Participate in that club, confess your feelings, do some dumb shit with your friends. I mean, that's the only time you have with your friends really, because after school you will all part ways to different universities, to colleges, different jobs, and just embrace the time you have right now. Well, thanks for walking down memory lane with me. Growing up might feel like a roller coaster now, but one day you'll look back and smile at the crazy journey you've begun. Stay tuned for more stories and life lessons, and remember to always have a positive attitude towards life. And also, if you feel like it, you can subscribe.